Hi ladies, Ali here from Clear Skin and Wellbeing. So today I thought I would talk about anti-aging neck cream. Now before I do so, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and please like, and that would be great. Now I thought I would show you a product I've started to use, and then last of all a tool which I'm using on my neck, which I am starting to find is making a difference. But before I go on to that, I would just like also to say that I am not sponsored in any shape or form on this video. Everything is my own. So first of all, the neck. Well, it wasn't until, to be honest, last November, I went to a hair salon and I was sat in front of a mirror and I'm staring at my face, as you are, and your hair, but then there was also, I was looking at my neck and I could just see it was all very puckered and wrinkly and crepey, and it's something I hadn't really paid much attention to. As I've said in my previous video, we pay attention to our hands sometimes we pay lots of attention to our face, but this part here does seem to get neglected. Now, I hadn't been bothering with suntan lotion on there or anything like that. I would just put on my face and then neck will be fine, maybe a bit in the evening if it was lucky. But it's all changed now. So what I've done is I've started using whatever is basically I'm using on my face, I'm using on my neck. The only thing I'm not using is my tresinoin, which I use in the evening, which for me would be miles too strong on my neck. But in the morning, I'm putting on vitamin C, which is from Gao, which again I have got another video on. So I'm vitamin C on my face, and then I'm putting it onto my neck. And then after that, I'm putting whatever serum I'm using at the time, also on my neck after I've put it onto my face. But most importantly, and something I've never done before and so stupidly didn't even think about, is I'm actually now applying a sunscreen to my neck. So now my neck is getting sunscreen. Now the neck is the finest, it's very fine skin. It's not the finest part, but it is very fine. So of course it hasn't got so much elastin and collagen, if you like, as your face, which plumps up and hydrates. You've got to be very careful on the neck. And now and again I may use my Foreo when I'm washing my face to just take off any dead skin cells. But I don't really do much. But now, as I say, I am using those steps in the morning. Now in the evening, when I'm also applying after I've used my tresinoin, I then apply a cream, or sometimes I use a face oil, which I don't know if I do have one here, rosehip oil, and I do put some organic rosehip oil onto my neck as well, just to help it. Now I'm just going to demonstrate how I would do it, and also the products I'm starting to use to help my neck. And the products, again, I'm not sponsored, this one is Lizelle Super Skin. It's called Bust and Neck Treatment. It's in a 50ml and it doesn't come that cheap. It's about 30 odd pounds, I think. I'm not sure how much that would be in dollars and where else you're in the world, if you like. But a little bit does go a long way. Now this one contains rosehip, which again, which I've just used, mentioning the rosehip oil, vitamin E, and seed oils, pomegranate extract, and it visibly plumps, firms and smooths. So this is what I'm using in the evening now. And so tresinoin, and while that's on, I'm now applying my neck cream. Now I'll just show you here, this is just a little bit there, and I'll demonstrate. Now when I apply this on my neck, I never go down, I always go in upward motions, and I would do this for just a couple of minutes, depending how much time I've got in the evening. When you are applying any form of cream on the neck, always be very careful on this middle part. As I say, it's going to be quite delicate, so I would just do it in upward motions on my neck. You don't want to be dragging the neck down, you want to be lifting up. One thing which people always forget is also the back of the neck. So I have long hair, but I do have my hair up quite often, particularly in the summertime. So when I apply my SPF, as well as doing the front, which I would do again in upward motions like this, I would also do the back upward motions. Now I think, if you bear with me, I do have my usual suntan lotion, a factor 50. Now I wouldn't put anything less on my neck now. It's always a factor 50. I really feel like I've got to I feel I'm catching up now. I'm sort of catching up time. After years of neglect, I realise now that I do need to, if I don't do it now, I never will. So with my, as I show you, with my factor 50, this is an oil-free one, which I like. I would then again do upward motions. But as I say, as well as doing the front of the neck, I would also move the back. Now, another thing to bear in mind is that, we all majority of us wear fragrance. And before, when I used to apply my perfume, I would get my perfume spray and I'd be spraying all around my neck. And actually that's not a very good thing, especially if you've got that chemical perfume and then you're going out into the sun. So now when I spray, I tend to spray in my hair and maybe just a little bit on my clothes. And if I do put it on my neck, always behind the ears. I'll never ever put perfume on my neck again. And hopefully that will help. Another thing which I find, and probably many of us do, is that these days we are looking down on our telephones. I'm looking down when I'm seeing clients, so my head is constantly down. So of course you're wrinkling your neck because you're looking down in a downward motion rather than standing up straight, nice and straight, elongated, so then your neck isn't so wrinkled. Another thing I've been doing to help my neck is exercises. Now there are plenty of exercises out there, and I will do a video, I promise, on neck exercises. But one thing I do every evening is yoga, and I can't recommend it enough because it really does help with the neck. Because even if you're doing a downward dog, you're doing a downward motion, you're looking down, you're getting all the blood flow to your neck, to your head, and that's actually helping, which is great. But also when you're doing, say, an upward dog, when you're looking up, or you're doing what they call a cat's cow, you're looking up all the time, which is good because you're helping strengthen those muscles. So there we are, that's that. So they're the products I'm using at the moment. But the one thing which I did promise in the beginning is something which isn't a neck cream, but something I have been using. It's a great tool. Again, I've done a video on this, can't recommend it enough. And I do this probably 3 or 4 times a week, and I use the New Face Mini. Now, again, this is like an electrical current, and I use it on my face, but I am also using it on my neck, and I am seeing results on my neck from it, I think anyway. So this is the New Face Mini. Now, I think it's the Mini 2. I can't remember how much I paid, £40–50, but it lasts a very long time. It does come with a charger, which once you've charged, again, would last a long time. Now, I did run out of the gel which they gave me, which was very nice, but I wasn't prepared to spend more money on their gel, which was quite expensive. So I did go down to my local Holland & Barrett, and I just bought good old aloe vera, and this one is certified organic, I think, as well. So yes, organic, filtered organic gel. So what I would do is apply a fairly thick coat, because it's not expensive, of aloe vera gel. I would do this in the evening on my neck, and then I will use my New Face Mini, and I will just show you, actually, I'll give you a quick demonstration of how I'd use it on my neck. So take that amount of gel, let's do it on this side, just apply it on my neck there. And then I would take my New Face Mini, and it goes into 3 different ways. So it comes on a light, that's the first, second. I always like to go to the highest, here we go, that's setting 1, setting 2. I like setting 3, I like it a bit, it's a bit harder if you like. So with this, you work up the neck, and I would do this, I don't know, I do it in 3 times along the 1, 2, 3, going further back from the front to there. I never go on this part here, the larynx, to avoid that. So I start going up in an upward motion, and it's just basically an electric current, and that does help stimulate, picks up the muscle and releases it, and strengthens that muscle to help with collagen production. And I would do this, I don't know, 8 times on every 3. And then after that, I would go this way, always working then across. And again, I would do 3 times of 8, so 8 of this like that, 8 that way, and then 8 further down. And then I would work on the other side. Now, once I've done that, I would rinse off the aloe vera, and then I would just put my, my cream on, be it, the neck cream, and then my night cream. But just one last thing, once you've done anything to do with the neck, even if you've just been putting the neck cream on and you've done this and you've gone up, the last thing you need to do always is get rid of that lymphatic, because you're moving the lymph bit in the face and the hair, the neck. So, and the nodes are here, all down here, and here on your clavicle. So once you've done that, I would then just, by releasing it, just work an up in a motion, circular motion, and then work all the way down. Now, it's the only time I would work down on my neck is in the parts here, is when I'm releasing all those toxins from the lymph. So you would do that down to about there, to around here, and then just give it a couple of sorts of pumps if you like, and that releases all the toxins from wherever you've been working, be it on your face or on your neck. You're releasing those toxins to go down into the rest of your body for elimination, so it's not sticking there. So you're helping with the toxins and also your collagen within the neck. So I hope this, again a long one, I hope this was useful for you. Please comment down below if you've got any hints and tips, or if you've tried the new face. And if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and please like, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.